Just got back from my first NRL Hunter out in Vernal, Utah, put on by Blue Mountain Precision. I had an absolute blast at this match. It's the first one I've ever shot. I shot the skills division, which doesn't really count for, I mean, I got points, but didn't really count for anything. I wasn't really competing. I just wanted to really get the hang of it and try it out for the first time. After the very first stage, though, I tried to follow all the same rules that somebody that was shooting open heavy was following. All my equipment fit within those rules, but just wanted to give it a shot and see how good I could do if I did it right the whole way out from after the first stage that I shot. In this case, I've only been shooting PRS for about a year. I actually started my very first PRS match at the same range in Vernal, Utah, the Buckskin Shooting Complex, and had a ton of fun. In this match, I scored 116 points and had no zeros, which I was really happy about. And there was out of 20 stages, and I had 4 cleans and a number of 6s and 7s, and then some not so good ones. The stage you're watching here was one of my better stages. I cleaned this stage. Had a little bit of hard time finding the target here at the beginning. Overall, I did pretty decent with finding targets. It went better than I expected going into these matches, because I know that's one of the harder things with this, especially compared to like PRS, where you have your targets and ranges and all that before you're on the clock. Here you're on the clock, you see me standing up to try and find that other target, because where I was looking from that sighting pin that you see, that orange one, it was actually hidden by the pipe, the second target that I was looking for. So ended up finding it. Right here, I'm just ranging it, getting my dope, so what I need to hold in my rifle, and then I go for it. And this man, this was a super fun match. The targets were a little bit smaller in some cases than I expected, although like on this stage, targets were pretty large for the distance, which made this one a little bit easier for me. But if you haven't watched NRL Hunter, if you haven't shot it, in this one you have 1 position and 4 targets, or 2 positions and 2 targets, or 4 positions and 1 target. And this one was 2 and 2. So you see here, I'm shooting this first one about 300 yards, approximately, because I didn't write these down. So I was just kind of asking around to remember what it was. Thankfully, I nailed these. Got a huge face full of dust on this one for sure, which from the muzzle blast inside that pipe. You see me hunting around for a little bit. I did this a couple times. I actually lost a few points later in the match from doing the same thing, just not being able to find my target after I'd ranged it in my scope. There wasn't too crazy wins at this match. There was a couple, here and there where it got a little bit of, switching up on the wind, but it was, I don't think it ever got above 10 miles an hour on any of the times that I was shooting. So that was, that was pretty nice. Made it my first match a little bit easier here. Second position, getting here and, get right back on those first 2 targets. So same 2 targets, just repeating the second position. And you'll see here I'm able to make those happen. I'm going to share some other videos. I'm excited to bring more content. This was my first match. I wasn't really focused on recording as much or writing down all my information, so those are approximate. But had a blast, and hoping to shoot a whole lot more and share a lot more content as I go through these. Hope you enjoyed it.